when I'm walking a dog in neighborhoods, I really don't utilize the sidewalk all that much. That's for a couple reasons. The first reason is it's really hard to keep the dog successful on that narrow, along that narrow space. You got someone's yard on one side, and then you got the transition strip, or like the piece of like little stretch of bonus yard that they make you mow. I don't know what that's called, between the sidewalk and the street. So it's going to be all too tempting for them to pull you into one or the other. And people are really sensitive about dogs eliminating in their yards, especially around these parts. So if you allow your dog to sniff in someone's yard, it's going to become all that more likely that they're going to eliminate there. So I just forego that entirely. Number two, let's just call them wired and wireless containment systems. We're not going to name any names, but they have the kind that you can go and purchase at the pet store or order offline, and then you online, and then they have the kind where the company will come out and install the system and train the dog on the boundary. And truth of the matter is, there's very few people, or much fewer people than there should be, properly supervising their dog or adequately supervising their dog's outside time, because they're relying on the magic of that containment system. The number of people that tell me that they no longer charge their dog's battery that goes in there, or the battery's not in there, or the collar's not on, they don't even bother to put the collar on anymore, is like really galling. It's not magic, and it only takes one time. Like, it only takes something so tempting to override the punishment that is provided by the boundary, and especially if there is no punishment being administered because there's no battery, to wind up with a dead dog. So the dog can come flying out of nowhere. You're going to need as much reaction time as possible. You're going to need as much lateral distance as possible. When I look at the flags that are indicating where the boundary is, sometimes they put those so far up, like that they're almost on the sidewalk. I cannot believe it. So in that case, I ride the berm. Or for those reasons, I ride the berm or the curb in the street. And I utilize as much of the street as I need to. Like, I'm accounting for traffic, and it's going to depend on the time of day and the neighborhood that you're in. But I'll utilize as much of the street as I need to keep my dog successful. So in America, you're going to be walking facing traffic. You do not walk with traffic. And as far as that goes, it provides you the opportunity to keep your dog in the reinforcement zone along the berm. And then when you see it necessary, you're going to cue your dog to then go and sniff, potty, roll around on their back, army crawl, like just lay down and relax and take a beat. Just clock out and be a dog. We call it reading the news when they're sniffing like a bush or like a signpost or whatever. Those things are super important when you're on a walk. Your dog cannot be in working mode the whole time. If you deprive them of that, then that's really unfair. And it's going to rob them of opportunities for their brain to regulate their body and to kind of calm down on their walk. And you don't want them to be overstimulated and hyper aroused on the walk. So somebody has said, it's an unknown source for this attribution as far as I know. I said that walking your dog and not allowing them to sniff is like going to an art exhibit with a bag over your head. And that's pretty accurate. So you want to make time to do that. We call distractions. John McGugan calls distractions competing reinforcers. So you do want to utilize those, but it's going to be more on your time and your terms, versus letting your dog pull you any which way into any area. So, all right, thanks.